Bean Soup Times is on a mission to create dope content that entertains, educates, and empowers the Black community. We keep our ear to the ground, we ask, we report to you. We help Black people to share their message. We promote real dialogue. We provide a platform to help give voice to the voiceless. We educate you on how to shop smart. Our passion is to inform you about Black events, businesses, organizations, and entertainers. We are Black owned. We are Black Chicago. We are the award-winning Bean Soup Times.
Y'all started off with that blessing, man. Appreciate it.
Sean Michelle's homemade ice cream is the only place to go when the ladies crave delicious old-fashioned homemade ice cream. Their vanilla tastes just like Grandma used to make it. With over 35 flavors, all made with the freshest ingredients, Kathy has never had banana pudding ice cream this good. It's homemade ice cream the way you remember, and Sean Michelle's doesn't upset your stomach. Enjoy in-store or take it to go. Sean Michelle's. Fall in love again.
First-time customers, buy one, get one free.
My name is Dolphin Norris. I'm one of the owners of Dan's Soul Food and Cafe. My name is Dolphin Norris. I'm one of the owners of Dan's Soul Food and Cafe, located at 2523 West 79th Street. Best in the Midwest. My partner is my mother. She's the oldest, wisest living person I know. She can look at her food and tell you if it's right or wrong. She wants three things. She wants her food to be good, she wants her place to be clean, and she wants excellent customer service. Well, we've been surviving the pandemic better than ever. We've shut down the sit-down part. However, our carry-out, Uber Eats, and DoorDash has been up about 20-30%. But the main thing is that we're servicing people correctly, making sure they got good food at a good price, and they're comfortable with it, and they know that our place is clean.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Adeline Bracey, the Mississippi Queen. I have been in this neighborhood for 46 joyful years, and I've been coming to Dan's Soul Food because his food is so good, I closed my restaurant to start eating here. And I'm here today because of the $6 holla. This chicken is so succulent. I mean, tender, juicy, and the flavor, oh my goodness. Hey people, if you haven't been here, you must. It is a must if you live in the city of Chicago, especially on the south side. But if your car travels to the suburbs or wherever, come into the city. Enjoy Dan's Soul Food and Bakery. And tell them I told you so. My name is Adeline Bracey, and I approve this message.
Hi, my name is Linda Hardison, and I've been coming to Dan's Soul Food for years on top of years. Listen, this is the place to come when you want some soul. White folks, if y'all don't have no soul, come on down. You're going to get it here, I promise you. If you don't get it in your wiggle, you'll get it in your plate. Just kidding. But this is good food, and we just want to thank our sister for being here for so long. She's a staple in our community, and we just thank you for that, sister. All right, y'all, have a blessed one. Come on down and eat at Dan's Soul Food.
All right. Greetings, brothers and sisters. Excuse me, let me brush my hair a little bit here. I hope y'all are doing wonderful today. I am doing well myself. Thankful to Almighty God for another day on the top side of the earth. It is a wonderful day. I know some of y'all may be tripping. It's a little snow out there, and it's a little slushy out there. But man, first of all, if you're in Chicago, we don't get it that much. We haven't got that much recently, so be happy that it hasn't come as much as it usually does. And man, there's something about being able to experience the changing of seasons. I know some of y'all on the West Coast and down south, y'all trip on us in the North, in the Midwest, because our seasons change so drastically. But man, there's lessons to be learned in the changing of the seasons. And if we understand the ebb and flow of the universe, then you begin to appreciate whatever environment and climate that you're in, because there are lessons for us as human beings. And, you know, the darkest hours may come, the cold weather comes, and, you know, it's a struggle more than it usually is, but it reminds us that after difficulty comes ease. And it's just like when you struggle hard to lose weight or to build your muscles or to achieve a goal, the challenge is in the struggle. And once we achieve that goal, it's time to look for another goal, right? Because there's no joy in the goal itself. The joy is in the struggle to reach the goal. We wouldn't care nothing about LeBron and Michael Jordan and, you know, all of these champions in the basketball. We wouldn't care anything about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and, you know, Mike Tyson if they didn't have to overcome difficulties and struggles to become the champions that they are. So we give a shout out today to all the champions that are watching. And I want you all to do something for me. I want you all to reflect about every time something happened in your life that made you to believe that you are a champion. Reflect on all of the struggles that you overcame. Reflect on all of the victories and all of the wins. And they don't have to be grandiose wins. You know, just coming through the passage of life, becoming a human being, being born is a victory. Right? Being able to put a plate of food in front of you and be able to put a plate of food in front of your family is a victory. Man, being able to get in the car and start it and roll around because you paid that car note or you paid that car. These are victories. And these small victories can lead to the bigger ones. You just got to put your intention and your focus on it. So anyway, that's my message for the day. You know, we strive to give a little bit of inspiration and motivation before we kick off the show. And of course, it doesn't stop with me. Every time we bring to you somebody on the show, it is a shaker and mover, someone who's going to inspire and inform you. And today is no different, man. I'm so pleased and excited about this young lady that we have on the show today. I've known her for several years. I've always known her to be very high-spirited and energetic and happy and reaching for different critical goals that she has for herself, but they're goals that affect the entire community. She's the founder of the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. And, you know, so this is the point I'm making, that not only is she a lover of books, but she created an environment to bring people together, different authors together to showcase their books to the community. Some of y'all may be familiar with it. The last ones were done over there in the Woodline area on 61st Street, 61st between Langley and I think Rose. So she'll explain all that. But incredible events that not only were a tribute to her being an author, and she's going to talk about her books, but also, like I said, bringing authors, Black authors from around the country, right? I ran into people at her book fair that I knew from Atlanta that were there showcasing their books. So she's going to talk. She's a shaker and mover and an incredible person. And she also has a couple of books that we can't wait to talk to. We have our sister, Asadah Kirkland, in the building. How you doing?
Look, I'm loving the show like this. I'm like this.
Look, I forgot to mention a house music aficionado as well.
I'm a house head, baby. I'm never gonna get rid of that. Thank you, brother.
How are you doing today?
Oh man, I have accomplished so much in this day, knowing how busy it was going to be. So my thing was, okay, you're going to make every hour count. You're going to get products in every hour. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, how early are you starting? And so I've done a tremendous amount. I've been out on the bus and come back. It's a beautiful day. And the products are still being made every hour. I got more day to go.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. See, every time I talk to you, it's about production. It's about reaching, achieving goals, and man, and doing some stuff.
No doubt.
So, man, I'm so pleased to talk to you. So, tell us a little bit at first, so people can get to know you a little bit. What was the inspiration and motivation behind the book fairs? And you, what it's been about 6, right? You've done, how many have you done?
Well, this year, the year of Roro would have been the 5th year.
5th year. Okay.
Yeah, this would have been the 5th year.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
So tell us about the book fair.
So basically, y'all are going to hear it in a minute. You hear the New York accent. Yeah, I'm from the Dirty Apple. Okay, cool. So, in New York, we've had this thing called the Harlem Book Fair since like 99. So when I moved back to Chicago in 14, got to talking to some friends, and Chicago's a literary city, like for real, for Black writers. It's just a literary city. Gwendolyn Brooks, you got so many. My girl, they all gonna escape me because I'm Lorraine Hansberry. Her house was right down the block from the book fair, like on 61st and Rhodes, for real. So the fact that there wasn't a big event that celebrated Black writers to me was like, problem. But one of the things about being a New Yorker in Chicago, Chicagoans have such rich, like aesthetic, such rich talent, rich everything. But y'all will sit here with that dopeness and be like, "What's up? How you doing?" And there's no showcasing of it. Now I'm from New York. Now we might not even be that good, but we're gonna showcase it. Broadway, Apollo Theater. It's always about a show. So me being raised in that sort of take your excellence here in Chicago and make it an event, make it something others can experience. And it really became a thing of, yes, you have I thought it was a few writers here, but when I started the book fair, I have a database of over 400 Black writers, and they in Chicago, and so, or neighboring cities, right? And my thing was, how do we know that? And not so much as much I'm like a bookworm, but I am interested in our stories told by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so used to other people telling our stories and being upset with their interpretations. Well, if you're upset with somebody's interpretation of your story, you should be telling it yourself. And so it really was about creating the forum to do that. And so the book fair is a 4-city block long event. 1 block is fiction writers, 1 block is nonfiction writers, 1 block is children's writers. I think it's important to expose how we write on other levels. So we have entertainers that compose their own music. We've had Grammy level artists like Eric Roberson and King and Navasha Daya from Fertile Ground. Like, I like to bring people that the community doesn't really know, but they need those positive messages that come from them. And so it's been dope. And what I'm doing now is working on an overall sort of virtual experience to the book fair. So be ready for that, because it'll be a 24/7 virtual book fair experience. So
Okay, man, I look forward to checking that out, definitely, because I know how you put together events and create really some incredible experiences.
nice.
Yep. So
Nice.
look, this is my mother that said something. So she talked about the Ellis bookstore that used to be on 61st and Drexel.
Wow.
When I was born, the first place I lived was 61st and Langley.
Wow. Okay.
That's our neighborhood right there. That's where we came up. So my mother grew up over there. Went to that school right there. That's right there on 61st Street, across from the post office. Right. It's a different name for it now.
Langley is the street. That's 61st and Langley, right?
Yep, that's right. That's right. Yep. So man, so that's a wonderful thing that you do, and I'm so happy to know about it and to have experienced it. Can't wait for the virtual piece. But you've written some books as well, and
Sure.
So talk a little bit about. I appreciate your passion. I can't say that I did the same thing. Not often, but my son got it a couple times.
Okay. Oh, I see what you said with the first book.
You got it a couple times, your first book, right? But it wasn't the norm. It wasn't, that may have been 2 times I can recall doing that. But talk about your first book, or the first book I'm aware of.
Sure.
About not beating Black children.
That's right. So basically, guys, and that's how the book fair also evolved, because it's one thing to write a book, but some people are not ready to market it. They're not marketers, they're writers, right? And I, as a writer, know what writers would love an event to be like. And so making the book fair really was a mirror of what I know we would want, from being organized to being marketed. And so that's what it came out of. But my first book came out about 10 years ago, and it's called Beating Black Kids. You know, it's so funny because, you know, with the nation, they be like, we're not kids. And I'm like, I got you. I said, I'll be like, but we treating them like kids, though. A kid is a baby goat, but that's how you treating them. You treat them like animals, okay? So I'm not changing that till we change our behavior and we be good. But anyway, so Beating Black Kids was actually written because I had a stroke in 2009, and it put me in a position where my child and I were being sort of supervised by a friend. And my child at the time was 5, my daughter Patience. And so she ripped up some money, you know, angry at whatever. But I was advised I should beat her because she should not have done that. I wasn't working. Money was hard to come by. And it was so clear to me that beating her, what? Like, she's upset. Her mother's laid down. Her mother can't interact with her. She doesn't know how to manage, you know, the person who's supposed to be watching us. So to me, it made sense that just communicating with her would work. But when I saw that even a person that had a head wrap and was into the holistic whatever was still telling me to beat a child, I'm like, ain't you about better living or health? Like, better living and health doesn't match with beating your child. To me, that's just like, no, you know, you're supposed to be holistic and natural, and now I stay all across the board, you know. So basically I wrote the book so we can look at the situation of being beat by parents. Is something that's generational. People say, well, you trying to tell me how to parent? Yes, I am. 100%. Like, this is not a game. This is about, if you want people that have the aptitude to handle a Trump or whoever you feel comes into the world as a threat to us, then you have to create those beings. You have to make it so that they can deliver and carry out products and plans with some type of sanity. But if the insanity is in the house first, coming from being hit by a person that they're supposed to be guided by, then you're screwing up, you're confusing the young person, and they grow up saying things like, I deserve to be beat. Okay, like the slaves would be like, I deserve to be beat. Like, you know, no, all of that is a little psychotic. And so we can fix it. We just have to look at and need some tools to do a better job. So Beating Black Kids, 10 or 11 years ago, I wrote it, and it literally has sold all around the world. And so I feel really good because mankind is improving because of it.
Man, I love it. And, you know, I want us to speak in layman's terms to people that are listening. But there's something very profound about that, because when we go through serious emotional or physical trauma, part of us shuts down, and we begin to record everything around us. And later on in life, they can be triggered. Like, I guess the best way for people to understand it is like a hypnotic trance, right? Where words can be keyed in, and we're doing things, and just like you said, saying things, and don't even know what the source of them is. So I appreciate that perspective and that emphasis on us not doing that, because we don't oftentimes understand what we could be doing long term, that we and our children internalize and accept and feel that, okay, when I do wrong, somebody should beat me, right? And that woman, or sometimes that man, keeps getting into abusive relationships and beating themselves up for something that, you know, was very small, but they feel they need to be beat for it.
Sure. I always say brothers who beat their daughters are communicating that it's okay for a man to love you and hit you. That's how it gets recorded, that hitting is equivalent to love. And so you grow up with a very skewed reality, and how it may work for women to girls, and that jealousy thing between Black women or women to men. Like, I be saying, if I was a Black man, I might not choose a Black woman because they kicked my butt of my whole life. I can't trust them. And so we want our men to have I know that's dangerous. Ooh, that's touchy. But no. So if you want,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, if you want brothers to treat Black women well, then they need a good idea of what a Black woman is and how it feels to be around one. Yeah, we see Black women's power, but if the brother has an experience of that in his life, that can turn some time into what? Domestic abuse. I'm gonna pay you back for the hurt I got, or I'm gonna go to another race because I can't deal with y'all stress. That's a lot of little things we need to think about in terms of where we want to go and how we are going to impact the trajectory of where we're going, and with better behavior and with a conscience and handling the things that are us first, so that we can better shape the relationships that that exist outside of us.
Right, man. So shout out. I see some of the comments. So first of all, my mother said that the brother who wrote the spook who sat by the door lived in the neighborhood where you did the book fair as well. And then Kanisha Jameson, she says your book is a great tool. She gives them as gifts.
Nice.
We got Deborah Swift, man. These are all our people. She loves you. She's learned and changed so much. And then Kanisha dropped another gem. Raise your skill, not your hand.
That's right. You can tell she one of my people, because that's what I've been telling people. Raise your skills, not your hands, to discipline children. Now.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, thank you, Kamisha. Love you. Excellent.
Man, so I love it. And, there's so many different aspects to talk about that on, because, oftentimes when we do it anyway, we're doing it from an emotional state, in a control state, and not from a development and growth mentality. It's what we can always be doing with our children, not trying to control them, but to grow them up where they can be responsible citizens and control themselves and create and control their own environment.
100%.
So I love it. So let's talk about, man. So, you didn't stop there. Now you're on another level, another vein, teaching people about this new currency, this new economy that's out here. And I have to admit, for at first, when I first heard about cryptocurrency, I'm like, there's some new stuff. It's a little interesting, but I ain't got time to be trying to figure this stuff out. But just like many things, just like Facebook and social media, it's here to stay. So you need to learn something about it and be able to take advantage of these new opportunities in this new space that we're living in. So talk a little bit about your book, Cryptocurrency and Bitcoins.
Sure. I wrote a book called Bitcoin for Black People. It's co-authored with a sister named Donna Beasley. This sister actually used to do Black book fairs here in Chicago during Black History Month. And we met each other, and when she heard my idea of the book fair, it wasn't even around, she just jumped on to help me. And that's always been invaluable. So she also came to me and was like, yo, Asadah, let's do this book. Let's do a co-author a book on Bitcoin. And I was like, all right, what's up? Like, what we doing? So she said, you're considered the Harriet Tubman of crypto. So let's do something to Black people. I was like, boop, love that. So we came out with Bitcoin for Black People. It came out in November of 2019. And the reason why I think the book is so important is because I've always been an entrepreneur, but not necessarily a finance woman. But there's no complication about understanding being poor and not being poor. Okay, we got the being poor on lock. We good with doing that. We like saying we broke, right? We always talk about how broke we are. We think it's dope or something. I don't know. So when it came to me, Bitcoin was also introduced to me in 2012, and when it was brought to me, I was like, be gone, stop talking to me. Crazy. Bitcoin was $10 a coin at that time. And I didn't really understand it, but the brother didn't push me to understand it. This is what you got to know about when you want somebody to know something, you got to push through their own objections about it, especially if you know it's good for them, right? So now that same Bitcoin that was $10 a coin, I could have bought 10 of them at that time. This morning, Bitcoin was at $28,000 a coin, not $10 a coin. Okay. And so if I would have bought 10 of them back then, how much richer would I have been? 10 times 28,000, right? So once I learned about it, which is, I really started growing with Bitcoin in 2017. And I'm a part of a Bitcoin club run by a Black man. And I'm sorry, buy us for us. You know what I'm saying? And there are other coins coming up. Akon, the R&B artist, has a coin coming up in Africa. He was given 2,000 acres of land to build a new crypto city in Senegal. And then we got a brother, I think, in the nation, he got like the Peace coin is out. And so cryptocurrency, guys, is just digital currency and nothing strange about it, because you already do financial transactions digitally through debit, Cash App. You don't hardly use cash anymore. So it's on its way out. But Bitcoin is the big papa. You understand? It's the one that's almost $30,000 a coin. So it would behoove us to have it. So what I do is just educate our people, anybody that want to listen. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know I'm for Black people, Bitcoin for Black people, beating Black kids, whatever. You know, I'm going to make sure that all of the detriment that was done to us, I'm gonna unravel it with production and helping our people really know how to function on their own. You understand? To push through these obstacles. And so basically, Bitcoin is the new money, guys. I pay my bills with it. I grocery shop with it. You can buy a car with Bitcoin right now. Go ahead, go Google it. Say cars with Bitcoin. And so my thing is to help our people be comfortable with it and get some, and show you how to get a little piece and grow it. So that's pretty much it. You know, anything that helps us. I'll put it like this: whatever is pro survival, I'm gonna do it. If it's gonna help you survive better, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna learn how to do it well. So that's how I'm gonna get down with that. Not anything that's namby-pamby and I don't know. No, pro survival. I'm gonna help share what I know with you so that you can grow too.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it, love it, love it. I thank you for producing the book. How can people get the book?
They could just go to bitcoinforblackpeople.com, right? I didn't put it in some of the mainstream outlets yet because I don't feel like it, not just yet. So bitcoinforblackpeople.com is where you can go, and it can be bought in Bitcoin or it can be bought in regular fiat money. It's totally up to you. But the book does not just say this is what Bitcoin is and how you grow it. It gives a historical perspective of Black people and wealth. Okay, we have been wealthy. I gotta go before slavery. King Mansa Musa, they said, he was the wealthiest man in the world and still would be. More than Gates, more than Jobs, all of that. And that was an African man. So it talks about King Mansa Musa. It talks about Black Wall Street. It also talks about policy kings. There's a book called Policy Kings, right? That I didn't write, but yeah, you want to get with that. So it talks about policy. So during the Great Depression, brothers in Chicago was millionaires.
Right.
What we doing? Why we don't know about that? You know what I'm saying? So it talks about how wealth is not a stranger to us, but the only way we're going to acquire wealth in this time, 2020, 2021, in this time period is through crypto, because the other money is on its way out, and we've been bamboozled with American money for sure. If it ain't got your face on it or your grandfather's face, I don't know. But that Bitcoin you can use all around the world. You can spend it in Brooklyn. You can spend it in Botswana, right? So we need to know about it because no one controls it. And so it's the only way we're going to acquire wealth, because no one is telling us we can't have it, or that you can only have this amount. You can make as much as you want. Even my 17-year-old made $18,000 in 2 days with Bitcoin. Wow. Let's go. So, yeah.
Yep, that's amazing. And for people that are learning about it, hearing about it, correct me or help me to make sure people understand it. It is currency, basically. Money is what people agree upon, right? The value is what we agree that it has. And so we agree the dollar has value, even though it's not backed by anything, just because everybody says yes, basically.
Basically.
Right? So it's the same principle with cryptocurrency in that it has value and you can exchange it for products and services. And the agreement is based upon the number of people that are actually using that type of cryptocurrency. So you got that's cryptocurrency, the whole thing. And then Bitcoin is one of the cryptocurrencies.
Ooh, right? You're an expert. You sound like an expert, brother. I know what you're talking about. Good. Yeah, I mean, that's 100% it, because the US dollar, it hasn't been backed by gold since 1971. That's almost 50 years. I was born in 71. So, I mean, we've been using a monopoly money for 50 years. But again, it works because we say it works. So people try to use that argument. Oh, Bitcoin, it's not this. It's volatile. It could go up and down. And yo, you ought to be glad that Bitcoin go up and down, because if you have 100 of it, you don't have 100 of it today. If you got 100 of it a month or two ago, it's not 100 no more. It's bigger than that. So it grows, right? The other money, US money, $100 is $100. So if you spend it, it's gone. I'm telling you right now, I have 2 wallets. I have a digital one, and then I have this one here. See this? This is a bank. This is called a Trezor. This holds billions of dollars. Okay. And so we're taught to we're taught to keep our wealth on this and put like 2,000-3,000, leave that on our warm wallets, on our phones or our devices. But this holds a tremendous. You could put in your pocket. I don't let it leave my home though. Stay at home.
So that's
But
like
to have your bank in your house, it's like having your bank in your house, right?
So wow. So
Yeah.
then that is the security for people that would be concerned about a computer crashing or something like that. You have it stored somewhere. Wow, I see. I never knew that.
Because see, Bitcoin is not on a server. So ain't no crashing computer, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And Bitcoin is decentralized. So nobody's gonna take it and run and hack it. You can't hack Bitcoin. You might be able to hack a company that's trying to use it, but even in the club win, they don't hold that Bitcoin. That Bitcoin come in and go right to you. Boo, same day. So we making money. We Black people making money daily during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like they took down the ways that I make money because I can't have a book fair. You can't have them people gathering like that. We bring in 5,000 people to an area, so you can't do those things. I speak in schools shut down. So all I could turn to was Bitcoin, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I've made people's salaries in 2 days, and I ain't talking about no minimum wage salaries either. So it's a place where you can make as much as you want, and there's nobody going to tell you can't. And when you download your digital wallet, it doesn't have your name on it. It doesn't have your social on it. It don't have none of your information. It's just a code. So when you make $1 million, you keep $1 million. Guess what? Nobody can see $1 million. So you chilling with your wealth. And it's a beautiful, freeing thing.
So, man, you just blowing my mind because you're breaking this stuff down. And even though the Bitcoin is at a high price, you still can invest and make money off of that.
Yeah.
What's the entry level? What should somebody be looking at in terms of, how to invest? How much should they start with?
Sure. Today, literally, we show you how to take. See, I'm in a Bitcoin club that shows you and educates us. We ain't sitting there talking about give me your money. Nah, we learning about everything from solo 401ks. That's where you have a 401k plan that you own and borrow from yourself. We in there learning about so many different platforms, right? But you can just get a fraction of it. We say you want to rock with it, just get 0.0167 of a Bitcoin. The Bitcoin world works in fractions. So after a while you start knowing what the decimal points equal, what those amounts equal. But we say just get a fraction. Today, like just to the end of the year, like January 4th even, I'm showing people how to get in the Bitcoin game with $40. What we doing? You want to turn, I have a webinar tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, AsadahBitcoin.com. I'm going to show people how to take $40, turn it into $93,000. What's up? What you want to do?
Wow.
So
come on with it.
That's all we're doing. It ain't hard. All you got to overcome is your fear, pretty much. That's the only thing holding people back is their fear of something in the past. They stuck on that incident.
What's the website again?
It's AsadahBitcoin.com. And that's going to be at 7 p.m. tonight. Just go to that website. It's a wrap. And I'll be there breaking it down. I take like 1 hour and I really break it down for you. I define the words. What is a Bitcoin? What is cryptocurrency? What does it mean? Like, I clear them words. You understand? Then you already know that. Nobody going to be going to sleep because they don't know what it means.
Hey, so I got somebody I'm going to bring on. I want you to meet this person. Okay. And this is another aspect that I love to do, right? People say that your network is your net worth, right? So I got some credible people in my network, and I want y'all to connect and meet each other. So I'm gonna bring him on in just a second. Nice. And but before I do that, I want to make sure I acknowledge Donna Beasley. You mentioned Donna Beasley. I love Sister Donna. Been knowing her for a while. We were in a writing group before called the No More Writers. We went through a comedy writing class at Second City together and actually put together a show, a sketch comedy show for Black people, basically.
Okay.
Oh. And it's called No More Remote Control. And No More is I forget which language. It might be Swahili, but it's a African word that means writers. And we said no more remote control, talking about how the television and programs were manipulating us.
Wow.
Man, we had a wonderful experience, and I just went through her book writing course for children. She has a children's book writing course.
Exactly.
So I just wrote and completed a book.
Whoa, nice.
For children. And
Nice.
so yeah, I love that sister.
Yes, indeed. Yep, we co-authored Bitcoin for Black people.
Yes, absolutely.
No
So
doubt.
man, let me bring on this brother. He is a surprise guest on our show. He's been on. He was on earlier this week. And man, brother Hakeem, the Dean Hakeem, as I'm looking at you get settled in, when you hit that camera a certain way, I saw Golden Child. Then you came back, I saw Tyree. Then you came back, I saw your daughter. I said, man, y'all twins. So he has some children, and that's just 3 of them. He got a few more, but I've watched him grow up, man, because he's in the family, the Muslim community. So I've watched his children grow up, and all of them, man, he got some dynamic children. But he's on a date, so we want to bring him on and talk about him. Brother Hakeem, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, man. Sister Asadah got me fired up, man. We put
man, Sister Asadah is the business. Now, do you already know each other?
No.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's an author, he's a writer, he's an artist. Now, listen, he has a new book he just put out that can walk parents and children through dealing with not anybody touching them in their private areas. So
that's important, baby.
Come on.
That's important because I'm thinking about, I'm gonna and I hear a teeny echo, just so you know, brother.
I do too.
We have to handle the issue of molestation in our community. It has to be handled because it has affected men and women, boys and girls, and we be on a hush hush with it. But just like I chose to handle the beating of our children, we got to handle that because no one wants to confront either. But we're going to have to confront evil and get in that bad boy. So I'm glad you're doing that.
That's right. But Hashem, you got a speaker on? You got a speaker on?
You hear echo when I talk?
Right. When you came on, we heard the echo. We started hearing the echo.
You know how the physical universe be trying to stop the flow.
Wait, okay. Maybe that's it right here. It's going now. Is it going?
That's going. I think it's going.
Okay, that's perfect. Leave it right where you at. Thank you.
Okay.
So that's absolutely important and critical, man. So talk a little bit about your book, brother, and what inspired you to write it.
Man, I kind of wanted to. I'm gonna go to the book, but Sister Asadah owns some stuff now.
Okay, wait. You know what? Let's not lose that point there, because we can come back to the book, and I definitely want y'all to break it up because, man, y'all, I see. I already know because I know both of you. What did she say to get you moving like that?
Now, first of all, she was very correct when she said that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is all digital. It's all digital, and so when we're dealing with digital real estate in the ABS tribe, we're talking about the foundation of digital, period. So now, as she explained, we're about to embark upon a time where we've already embarked upon a time where there'll be multiple mediums of exchange of income, and our open enemy don't control it. And so that's what they're upset about, really. And so we were taught, I can't.
They try to get you.
And listen, let me do something real quick, man. This is a network over here. Hold on. Yeah,
that's cool. You know, the physical universe, whenever you have power going on, the physical universe start be like, don't let those spirits get together. But my thing is, I even tell people, if you're trying to get to me,
I have to hit you right back. I'm on a live conference call, but I am.
Because there's some forces that be trying to make it stub your toe, your phone ring, anything. Just get to me so we can build.
That's right.
So when we talking about, thank y'all for y'all patience. Listen, brother, I got to say this because, first of all, brother, I got to thank you for you kind of being like the tank of the Matrix, putting all this together and you giving people access to information that's going to help change their life. We know Bitcoin is not going anywhere. I was the one that was the skeptic of Bitcoin. Like I was involved in it early. I got out of it because I ain't see it moving fast enough. Now the Bitcoin is through the roof, and I'm like, what the hell? And so what I'm saying is digital real estate with Brother Ben X and Jake Taylor Jacobs is the foundation of all digital activity. And I heard Brother Ben say, yeah, well, y'all gonna be bringing y'all Bitcoins to me because y'all still gonna need to know how to make money online. So just imagine having a reach on social media, a wide reach. And then you have a sister like Asadah being able to articulate Bitcoin as she did, because now I got to get back in it just because how she articulated it. Imagine a wide reach on social media, then a sister like Sister Asadah breaking down Bitcoin. We talking about instant changing of people's lives. So now we taught in the teachings that now with modern technology, the lion is out of the cage walking 50 paces faster. Modern technology is this cell phone and computer we talking on. Modern technology is this internet. And the internet doesn't go to sleep. We go to sleep, but them websites, links don't go to sleep. I wake up to money. Yesterday, I made $1,000 and didn't even know it because a website is up. I ain't talking to nobody. You know what I mean? I ain't did no present. I did presentations and commercials a long time ago, but that website gonna stay up. And so now the things that we learning in digital real estate, I heard Brother Ben say, yeah, y'all gonna be bringing y'all Bitcoins to me because y'all still gonna need to know how to make money online. I heard her say you can buy cars with Bitcoin. Now I'm like, now it's like she just erased all my skepticism because I was skeptic, and I was skeptic also in digital real estate. But now, man, listen, off a small, now she just said, now listen, now I got to talk to her right away because she said it's little as $40. So now I'm about to get in this classroom to see what she's talking about. So it's like your peanut butter plus my jelly, we could get this bread and we all can eat. So, Brother Toure, you done did something. So I'll talk about the book. The book, without digital real estate, my book would reach a few people. We used to sell to our friends and family, maybe somebody in the mosque, but it's 2 billion people on the internet, bro. 2 billion people on the internet, and they looking for what she talking about. They looking for what we talking about. And while we trying to, milk a dying cow, there's a whole fresh crop of cows and a whole new fresh of not just cow, but cattle that's ready to be milked. And we talking Bitcoin. We talking cryptocurrency. We talking digital, period. So now I'm trying to figure out how we can get our people to understand that what Brother Ben X is talking about is not going anywhere. We went from paper food stamps to an EBT card. That's digital. We went from an 8-track cassette tape to a digital download. That's digital. We went from having no computers when we was little to somebody telling us in the future, every house is going to have computers and you're going to have to learn how to operate them. Now we're talking on a computer and a cell phone combined. The world is evolving. What we going to do? Now we got a chance to be ahead of the curve. Now we got a chance not to be the last one to get it. And we can come in at an affordable investment and then just not 20, 30 years from now, instantly. And I'm talking about in just days, weeks, and months, be on the way of financial security and financial stability. So I like what she's talking about. I was not thinking about Bitcoin until I heard her talk. But now I heard the website. We're going to talk, Brother Toure. You got all the information?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
No doubt.
I'm in. Okay, take over. I just got excited. Take over, Brother Toure.
Man,
Can I just tell you something? What empowers me? One of the things that empowers me is helping Black people simply download digital wallets. That ain't got nothing to do with me making no money, nothing. Just to have elders. I'm sitting in an elder's house. He a pastor, and I'm helping him download a digital wallet. He can't hardly do the phone. He like, where the button? I don't know where the button is. I'm gonna show Papa how to do that because he's a pastor and he's gonna show his church how to do it. That's empowering to me to get ready for everything we're talking about.
That's right. That's right. Look, and I'm so excited, Sister Asadah. Part of what I brought Brother Hashim on because we were having a conversation earlier this week, and I knew I had to bring him back on. We have a brother Now he's what, 26 years old, but he's been working and learning how to generate wealth online for 10 years. So he an OG, even though he's 26 years old, right? He an OG. And so he's been generating, and I'm talking about being himself. He's been generating so much wealth online, and now he's been training other people how to do it. So you got a brother Hashim who, well, how much did you make with digital real estate?
So I'm probably right now, I don't like talk about it online now because it's probably stingy, but my little investment done probably turned into $30,000 in 4 months. So like sister was saying, she done made some people's salary in 2 payments. Now I done had days where I made $1,600 in 6 hours. You know, yesterday I made it 1,000. I'm talking about this ain't what this is not my main stream of income. It's just because I put in some work early on. I invested in learning the ins and outs of ABS Tried and digital real estate. I did my promotions and marketing. I learned how to make my commercials, and those commercials are in rotation. People are still joining on from a commercial I made in August. See, we cannot underestimate the power we did online. So now I'm at 15,000 just with the affiliate program. So Brother Ben said he wanted to get some students at $25,000 a month. I'm on my way to being that. Now I can see now with Bitcoin, let me say this. Brother Ben makes 6 figures a month. Brother Ben is featured in Yahoo Finance. He's featured in Forbes magazine. He's featured on Fox Business. Because like you said, Brother Toure, he didn't just get this for himself. He could have ran on off by himself and started flexing and stunting online. But what he wanted for his brother and sister, what he wanted for himself, kind of like Sister Asadah. And so now he's created an online curriculum. I'm in the class. You in the class. Thousands of people are in the class. Got 8-year-old people. 8-year-old brother making $1,000 a week selling cookies. He got a 15-year-old brother making $18,000 a month selling custom-made face masks. I'm talking about all from their cell phones. That's what digital is like this.
Digital. Yeah.
Digital is like this.
And can I tell y'all, in this program, in this club, my very best day, I made $53,000 in 2 days.
See, all that.
Yeah.
I need Black people to be on this. Like we used to pass in the plate and we be putting in $1 and $2 and a peppermint and stuff. Stop playing. Stop playing. Like this is a time where we can make money exponentially and nobody knows but you. And let's get it, you know. So I want us to push aside fear, skepticism. All 3 of us are skeptical. All 3 of us. We just said it. But now we're doing things to change that. And see, they don't do the okey doke with the pandemic. So now you're seeing, oh man, people falling for the pandemic. We really got to get it in because they play games that we actually playing. But we got to stop being game players and be game creators. You understand? And then create the game that our people play. Those who so choose. Those who don't choose, bye. I don't care what you're talking about. But those of us who choose, we will be sitting high. Look, my daughter, Patience, she needs to be an heiress. You understand? Like not struggling. Why do the generations keep struggling? I don't understand that. My daughter needs to meet with other heirs. She's 17. We were talking about jobs, and she said, why would I have a job when I have Bitcoin? I said, zip them out. Let me shut my archaic self up. Because she was 100% right. She said, Mommy, I need a new. My daughter said, Mommy, I need a new computer. I said, good, go buy it. You got Bitcoin. And she stopped. She thought about it. She not only bought that new $2,500 MacBook, whatever, but guess what? She had mad more Bitcoin left. And now it's grown even more. So it's almost like you got the computer for free. You understand? So,
man.
Brother Toure, you remember, Brother Toure, now you was already in digital real estate.
Yeah.
And then you got in the ABS tribe, and then you started. I like your video. Your video you put up. I'm in the game, man. Welcome to the tribe. Your video. But was you in the tribe when Brother Ben and Jake Taylor Jacobs showed us they was going for $50,000 in 2 days? and they end up making $100,000 in 2 days. Did you see that, Brother Toure?
I didn't see that video. I need to watch that one.
Yes, and they showed us how to do it. It's all kind of tools. So we now know that Bitcoin is resourceful. I now know, because this was like, I think it was 2 years when I just started. And I was like, it ain't moving fast enough. And now, because I was impatient, and now it's in the media, it's everywhere. It's articles about Bitcoin, and I'm like, man. So I'm not going nowhere with digital real estate. But what she did say was really key. Why do we struggle from generation to generation?
Ooh, right.
Why are we such a resourceful people? Number 3 in spending economy as a people, but the bottom of the totem pole. Why? So now, back to problem 31. The lion is out the cage now. Sister Asadah out the cage. We out the cage, Brother Toure.
Asadah means lioness.
Right.
It does. Wow.
We out the cage, and now people are paying attention, and generational wealth is key. Charity starts at home. We do got to get this to our children. It's all right that we provide for our children, but it's gonna come a day when they're going to have to provide for themselves, and they don't need to struggle doing it. They don't need to be. We always have been the consumer. Now we have a chance to be the producers as a people and get back to our rightful place, which is on top where we was when we all started.
Come on now, it's Mansa Musa time, man. It's time. It's time for Mansa Musa to be reborn.
Look, my book says Bitcoin for Black people, not for the asking, but for the taking.
That's that lioness talk right there. That's
Come on, that's right. That's right.
Wait up. I got that. I got to give him props. I got that from Byron Allen, believe it or not. If you have not seen that interview with Byron Allen and the Breakfast Club, I need you to put that in your universe.
I saw.
I
did.
Byron, man. Byron is no joke.
So yeah, it's time. It's just time for us to wake up. We had a nice nap. I always feel like slavery was. I felt like we used to run the world. And I feel like that got boring. And so we was like, let's try slavery. And then it's like, oh God, chattel slavery. And I'm not trying to minimize it. But when you look at slavery in time, it's only like a minute. But we got a taste. We saw the game. We got bored with that game. We got the game of slavery. Now we've been trying to come out of it. Good. We finished with that game. We don't want that game no more. So now let's get back to the ruler game. That's where our rightful place is. We run the world. We're the only people with this coil here in the whole universe. Let's get it.
She remind me of what Kanye said. It was controversial for most, but I got it. Kanye said slavery is a choice. Listen.
Today it is. Yeah.
Today it is a choice. It's a choice.
Definitely today.
Yeah, today is a choice. And I got that in one of my songs called Slavery is a Choice. It's one of my hottest songs on the internet called Slavery is a Choice. And you can choose to be the consumer. You can choose to pay top dollar to learn what you can learn right now for minimal cost. You can choose to be on the bottom of the totem pole today. You can choose to be poor today. You can choose to be outdoors and ragged today. Or you can choose to be in your rightful place, which is on top.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely. So y'all making me think about this point. I don't want to make sure I don't forget it. Sister Asadah.
Yep.
Now, Brother Hashim has been talking about this digital real estate piece that we both invested in and have been learning. What you do with the book fair and what you do with your books, he really teaches us how to touch the world without leaving the house.
Beautiful.
Right? So exponentially, your book can be touching everywhere you want to touch. By, what he's done is, we know we got all these tools, right? They say we walk into a Home Depot and it's a ton of tools. And the tools, we understand that they're useful, social media, internet, website, and we can grab a hammer, use that hammer. We can grab a saw a little bit. But this brother has broken down the use of every tool, show you how to use it with just what you already know. So we go in there, grabbing tools, and man, we lifting stuff, we putting up houses, We doing all kind of stuff
We
because
talking about brother
the tools on
Big.
how to use them.
That's right. I love it. That's what we
Yep.
better be doing right now.
Yep.
And sharing the wealth and sharing the tools. And then those of us who know, I put up a post on Facebook today that said, Bitcoin has constantly been going up, and it's only the visionaries that are going to go up with it, right? It's just the visionaries that's going to do it. The masses might not do it, but the visionaries, we on it. And those who respect us, they come to us and we help them get on it too. When Noah built that ark, everybody ain't get on now. And I'll be saying the brother who made this Bitcoin club, he like, no, I said, this Bitcoin club is the ark. And then all you got to do is get 2 by 2 up in here, just like, no, it's a wrap. And then we just keep making money. And then the money translates into our dreams, our plans that we always begging people for loans. I ain't begging nobody for no loan no more. I go through writing a loan application. It take me time. I'm doing financials. And then they send me a letter saying, we're sorry to inform you. Yo, I'm not doing that no more. They can keep that $3,000. They can keep that $10,000. I'm not playing with them. You know, we got to stop acting like no, we don't have the power. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, that's what you meant when you said you didn't create your own 401k and you can pull money out of it.
Oh, yeah. So the brother who runs this Bitcoin club has 9 levels of information that he helps us understand. So number 1, he helps us understand crypto. That's the starter level. We all come in at that. Then the level 1 explains extreme credit. He said, yeah, I'm going to get you to $800 and $900 credit score. He said, but if you don't have $100,000 in your credit spending, you got work to do. He said, I'm gonna show y'all how to get from welfare to millionaire. He said, that's what I'm gonna do. And so he teaches us about solo 401ks. That's where it's not a 401k that somebody else owns, you own it. And then you borrow from yourself. He teaches about infinite banking and how, oh no, utilize your insurance as a bank, and it's life insurance. So you should be living off of it, right? As opposed to dying and then your family goes to get it. You know, we got all the wrong information. So this brother makes sure we get the rich people information.
And I was just gonna say the same thing. So the principle is the same, as you know. What she just said, I had to hear her first, and I'm like, okay, and she just reeled it on in. So the principle is the same with the private banking blueprint in digital real estate. Because while we giving our money to the banks are successful because they take our money and invest in things. So now, like she said, it's a certain type of life insurance that we get, and we can store our money there, and we can pour from our money there, or we teach ourselves to be the bank. We don't even push credit. We don't push credit. We try to stay away from credit as much as possible. That's their game, because credit is a hustle, and unless you master being professional, being on time, you're gonna get lost in the sauce of the credit game. But we don't even believe in credit. We believe in showing us how to be the bank. And that's a course and a curriculum that Jake Taylor Jacobs put together called the Private Banking Blueprint. And when I heard her say that's what the brother in her organization teaches, we waking up, man. We waking up.
That's what I'm saying. We woke. There's some of us woke. So now this is the one area, this area of money. And then I think we need to, at some point, and not in this forum, we need to look at what money is, right? So that we stop tripping on it. Because money is just a reflection of what you do. It's the value you add, right? And the real deal for us, and this is how we make money. And now, you know, we talk about, because, you know, I'll say all day, I'm a Scientologist, don't even trip, right? All day it's around my neck. Like, let's get it. So, but my man, L. Ron Hubbard said, Leo, if you want to make millions, he said, you don't focus on the millions. He said, you focus on the amount of pro-survival attention you get in a widening sphere of people. And he said, you'll have so much money, you have to throw it away. And what that means is every time a person think about you, they surviving better. Every time you talk to them, you surviving better. So that's all you focus on, is how many people are surviving better because of us. And that'll the money just come from that, because then they just, the trust factor, and I'm telling you, it's a beast. Beastly knowledge.
Isn't the language the same, Brother Toure? We focus on value and impact. So when you get into digital real estate and see Brother Ben talk, she's gonna be like, "That's it." And that's right. It's the same with me. Like when I came into the Nation of Islam, all I wanted to know is how they value Christ. Was he black? And when I found out that they valued him in that way, when I go to something, I look for me in it. When I go to an organization or a movement, I look for the truth in it. And so I'm listening to what Sister's saying. It parallels up with what we taught in the ABS tribe. The only thing we don't do that we need to work on is unity. So let's unify and build some empires around here and do some network marketing and all that.
We done tried everything else. We done tried everything else but unity.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but we are unite now, Matt. I love and appreciate both of you all. Let's do some. It's we're the 2 o'clock hour. If y'all, let's give both of y'all get some closing remarks and let people know how they can plug in with you.
Ladies first.
Yeah. Well, basically, I think everything you heard me talk about today, I really explained well tonight, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And that is the website, AsadahBitcoin.com. And it's called the Bitcoin Basics. I'm going to break it on down and build it on up. That's what I do. And when you leave there, you will be ready for action. And that's that. So I just say, move out of your own way and don't start creating things like, oh, my friends won't want this. They're rich. Rich people like things that make money. That's why they rich. So get out your way and you get everybody understanding how to build themselves up, and you make the decision to do it too and eradicate that fear. That's all I really got to
say. And I need to follow up with her and say that just like in hip hop, where the first rapper leave off in the cipher, you pick back up on the same word, get rid of the fear, man. Fear is crippling us. Fear is holding us back. We listen, just look at our condition today. And if you satisfied with how you are today, then you can just go to another video and go stream somebody else. But if you're looking for success and you're not looking for an investment that you're going to blow, you're looking for investment where you're going to see results right away, this is where you need to be at. You need to be trying to figure out what Bitcoin is. You need to try to figure out how it works, how money works, period. Like she said, we are the product. All you got to do is add impact and value to somebody's life. It's the same principle as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, go after the people and the money will come. So
That's
what
right.
do you do when you go after the people? You go help somebody. You go serve somebody. You go elevate somebody. You go feed somebody. And guess what that's going to do? That's money right there. That's wealth right there. That's value right there. When you add value to somebody's life, people never forget who helped them.
They never forget
who fed them. So go help somebody. And this right here, like the sister said, she took pleasure in showing the brother about the digital wallet. She took pleasure in helping somebody help themselves. Now that's some kind of love right there. You have to help somebody help themselves. That's what the ABS tribe is about. That's what digital real estate is about. And I want to break it down to where a fool can understand it. And that's my little gift. I got to speak your language. You want to get corporate? I'll put the tie on. You want to get thuggish rugged? I'll go there. But you can contact me at area code 904. You can contact me at area code 904-426-2397 because I want you to be able to ask me questions directly, and I want to knock them all out the box, Rick. Knock them out the box, Rick.
That's right. Out the box. Hey, listen, I am first of all definitely being in the ABS tribe and encouraging people to get in that piece in the digital real estate, and then being able to use some of the knowledge and resources and revenue and start investing in these Bitcoins. I'm on. It's on and popping. And man, I see some opportunities, man, to really grow and to be able to take what we learn and teach other people. So I appreciate both of you all. And Asadah, I don't know if you, I know you in the house music. I don't know if you in the hip hop, but if you remember watching the Jay-Z backstage concert, and there was a brother in a bow tie that was rapping, freestyling, and crushed the competition. That was him.
I'm on with the legend.
He had DMX and Jay-Z talking about.
It was like,
nice. Yeah, y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Hashim Redeemed Hakeem. Like my name right there, just add the word redeemed in the middle. On IG, on Facebook, just Hashim Hakeem on YouTube. Listen to all my music. My music is woke. It ain't that let's get high, smoke that blunt, kill that Negro. It's that let's get free music. So I thank y'all for listening.
Nice. I love it. You know where I'm going after I hang up. I'm gonna be like, Brother Toure, I'm going where he is. I'll be like, yes, what's up? So yeah, we getting ready to get it. We doing it. We know getting ready. We are it. We're doing it.
AsadahBitcoin.com.
Yeah, AsadahBitcoin.com. That's the webinar, guys. That's where you can find me. If you want to find me on social media, that's the name right there. Ain't nothing even special, but just find me, Asadah Kirkland, on Facebook. I have a group on Facebook called the Crypto Queen Family. If you want to join it, just go find it. I have to approve you because I'll be checking people out. I gotta vet you. You ain't coming up with fantasy on your page. I ain't doing that. But yeah. So just let's get it. Just find me on social media. I could give my number too if people want to call me. But I know I would rather they get you, Brother Toure. If they want to get the Bitcoin flav, they come through you, and I'll hook them up.
All right.
And if y'all want to get with the ABS tribe in digital real estate, go through Brother Toure. He plugged on both ways. Go to him. He plugged.
I'm the plug. My network is my net worth, baby.
Hey.
Man, I love you all. Appreciate y'all. And we'll be in touch, man. Stay encouraged. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. And okay, Hakeem, get that number again for Christy Holman.
It's area code 904-426-2397. Area code 904-426-2397. If I can get corporate, area code 904-426-2397.
It's telling you heard about him. You watched the show with Toure Muhammad and you want to get some more information.
We got you. We're going to get you there.
All right. Man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're going to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors and close this show out. And man, we look forward to talking to both of y'all again. Thank you for making this show a great show today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I love meeting y'all. Peace.
All right. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Man, great show, man. Shout out to Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream. Man, one of our supporters and sponsors. We appreciate them. Get that ice cream. It's delicious. Dan's Soul Food Cafe, where every day is Thanksgiving. They got clean food over there, and they love you. Of course, Brown Sugar Bakery. Dangerously delicious. We love them and appreciate them. Go to the Black Muslim Business Directory and check out some of the great businesses that are on there. Sissy's Taco Bar, they're doing the street tacos. They're doing a pop-up on 75th Street in January, returning in January. And shout out to My J Motors, man. Get your car done. Brother Willie Wright is out there in Indianapolis. It's about 30 minutes from South Chicago. If you're on 95th Street, it's about 20, 25, 30 minutes outside the city. So we appreciate them and love them. And we're going to close out with a little bit about Bean Soup Times and what we can do to help you to build your business. Brothers and sisters, if you need marketing strategy, we're here to help. So check out this little commercial and we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace and assalamu alaikum.
Greetings. My name is Toure Muhammad, the founder of Bean Soup Media. We are a content and digital marketing strategy company that empowers the brands of small businesses. We are a passionate team of designers, writers, photographers, and most importantly, problem solvers. And we come together to help you tell your story.
Brother Toure, you shared a post about our business a few years ago. It's reached almost 50,000 people within about 30 days. Brother Toure, through yourself, we have had so much media coverage, newspapers. We're talking about the Channel 7, Channel 9. You have brought so much attention to Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream, and I will never stop supporting Bean Soup Times and Black Chicago Eats. And I wish that others will also take a closer look what you have to offer, because we have benefited. Just take a look at Sean Michelle's. Take a look down the street. See the line to the next block. That's as a direct result of the social media that you posted. That's as a direct result of the live testimonies that you've done at Sean Michelle's. That's as a direct result of the writings that you've written up on Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream. And so God has really blessed you first to have a love for our community, to have a love for black businesses, and one for your brother, which you want for yourself.
In the building with us is Brother Toure Muhammad. He is the marketing genius behind Sissy's Taco. But Toure has been one of the pioneers in marketing, black marketing in Chicago. He did the, was it Black, not Black Chicago? Taste of Black Chicago. Doing it like the real, for y'all real marketers out there, bring us the food in the morning. I'm telling you. And then I just had some gummies too. Oh, my cousin. Muhammad, you see him, check out Bean Soup Times. Check him out, all of his clients. Also, let me tell you what, he also represents Sean Michelle, right? So check him out. Ooh. He's also, man, I know they let me tell you what, shout out to Sean Michelle. You know I'm an ice cream connoisseur. So I love their ice cream, but boy, that line, good Lord, you got to park and wait and sit there and it'd be like down the block. Shout out to, and he also is a writer over at The Final Call, right? So Brother Toure Muhammad, extensive history, doing it like the marketing directors. We need to get you a gym shoe contract next, so you can bring the gym shoes in too. But I'm gonna tell y'all what, Sissy's Taco Bar doing their thing, popping up on a Friday. We're gonna be smashing these on air. Toure, thank you so much, my brother.
You guys, Brown Sugar Bakery has been using Bean Soup Times since 2009. We established our Facebook page 11 years ago. Look at that. We've grown as a company, and with Bean Soup Times, he's always been looking out for us and enticing all of you. I love you, Toure, for enticing my wonderful customers that are both Facebook fans and Instagram fans. I highly recommend Bean Soup Times, especially if you're brand new to social media or relatively new to social media, because Toure will make sure that he kindly and patiently walks you through getting up to speed online.